So I was upstairs while it's still cool, making Daniel's bed. And the first rule about Daniel's room, it's kind of like not Fight Club, but the first rule about Daniel's room is you don't touch anything except for the bed. You make the bed all nice, but you don't touch anything else because there's a method to his genius chaos. And if you don't believe me, trust me. So I'm going to continue making his bed nice. But so I won't pick up anything else because there's a method to his madnesses. But then I noticed it. He finally opened it. Ah! So I'm in an extra good mood now because it's like, oh my God, I did something right. I don't know anything about, well, now teenage boys, right? Well, I mean, I know some stuff about some of them, but I don't think he's that type, if that makes any sense. I mean, people are going to grow up to be people, but I'm just going to, I got to try to set this down. Hold on a minute. Sorry for the chaotic angle. I just want to get this accent blanket set up on here now. And, those are clean socks because they're folded, so that's good. Okay. Daniel's bed is made. So my thought process with this, and then I got to make sure these windows are closed now because I opened them to air everything out so so it wouldn't be really hot. Well, I mean, there's still gonna be a couple days before they're back, but my thought process, I'm gonna pop into Rosemary's room here. My thought process, so when I first landed here, this was like chaos and there were toys everywhere and people weren't here a lot, right? But that's one thing I did for the birthday was like clean this room. Now Rosemary's stuff I will to an extent rearrange, and I'll even do things like put cat toys in her room to prepare for the future cat that we're gonna get, and put goofy chicken things on her thing. So he's a Snoopy. Anyway, I shouldn't be. So I made Rosemary's bed. Oh, I got to make sure that these windows are closed now too. Yeah, that one I got closed. There's a fan this way. So, and I straightened up a little bit, but I'm not gonna, totally wear myself out doing this. I still gotta work on the master's bedroom bedding. My thought process in this is there's an extended vacation coming up, right? A staycation, I should say. And it will be just the grown-ups for the weekend. Y'all know what that means. But then after that, then everybody's going to be here for a week. So I wanted to have it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to wear myself out, and I probably won't vacuum or anything up here because that's a lot of work. I probably will downstairs. But my thought process is get everything nice. So when Mike's done with his shift, his really long shift today, he doesn't really have anything to worry about except climbing into a clean bed and a clean house and all that. Well, as clean as I can get it, right? Because even like the living room, I will need the kids for that because of Daniel's Legos, and I can't touch them. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to because I might put something out of place. It's like I showed you the hand. I'm sure however he's got that set up, when he gets back, he probably knows exactly what's going on, and I don't, right? So I gave her my Pusheen mug to store her things. And where did those go? Oh my God. What? Oh wait, I gave her a shirt. What? I only had so much money. Oh, she's got it there. She didn't put it together yet though. I'm gonna remind Rosemary that it's probably still not too late if she doesn't want the unicorn and would rather have game money. I think that costs $10, that unicorn, so it could in theory be returned. Again, I didn't know, and I don't want kids to feel bad if I got a stupid present and they want to exchange it, although now Daniel opened his, so it's good to go. Unless there's something wrong with it, but I gave her some other stuff, too. Some dresses that didn't really fit me, because Rosemary's actually a little bit taller than me, but skinnier. She's skinny, so I figure like this, by the time she's 17, maybe she'll be interested in this. Maybe she won't, but She's got a dress, if nothing else, for cosplay, for whatever. For, I don't know if that's really a prom dress, but this is just like a silk dress. Like, I thought this was going to be a lot. But, so, whatever. Like, stuff that, because I don't want to say same size, but like things that I'm a little bit too stocky for now should fit her pretty good. That's what I'm thinking here. So anyway, I know it's probably boring listening to me talk about doing kids stuff, right? But fix her bear's kind of flopping here. It's a floppy bear. But yeah, so that was my thought process. She doesn't really need a Kleenex in here. I will clean that up anyway. This fell off her chair again. Get these back up there. And the toys, I'm not going to worry about the floor because it's not even that, whatever. I think the main thing, one thing I've learned is like, even if there's a messy room, because I have historically had a messy room a lot myself. And one thing I found is if you at least can make the bed, it makes the rest of the room look nice, even if everything else is out of place. It looks, I don't know, a little bit more cozy. So that's what they will get to come home to when they're done at their mom's. And I'm super excited about this weekend. I'm super excited. I'm excited about this upcoming week. I'm a little nervous about this upcoming week because that's going to be a whole week of like nobody going to work or going to school. And I just hope that we don't all irritate each other or whatever. I don't think we will, but I just have to make sure that I rest when I can, kind of thing. All right, there goes that Kleenex. And so there's obviously some stuff to do in here, but just straightening. Most of the dishes were, well, I don't even know. That must have been from his roast last night or whatever the heck he ate last night. But I got a few dishes to get done. I still got to get my shower done. And then I'm also, this has got a ways to go yet. So a couple things from Rosemary's room I'm going to grab. Well, they wouldn't have fit in here anyway. This is pretty full. But this is mostly just, mostly my clothes, Mike's clothes. I'm going to wash the backup blanket just in case the main comforter gets spilled on again. You know, when you're drinking coffee in bed, you know how those things go. I hung that up because the gnomes kind of remind me of twins. They almost look like a girl twin and a boy twin. And I'm trying to subliminally program the twins to love coffee when they're old enough for coffee. So, yeah. Anyway. Just kind of a little bit more of a tour here. You know what that says? That says I'm sexy. Anyway, let's go over here. And, let's close windows before it starts getting warm again. We got the upstairs ones closed, so now it's starting to warm up outside a little bit, so we'll close those, and then we can turn that on. But, man, that power bill came, and as far as Mike will help, but as far as I'm aware, I'm paying electric, although if ever they're here more, we're going to have to discuss all that. But I just want everybody to realize, like, I'm not, like, just getting a free ride here or anything. I mean, I do get rides sometimes, but anyway, but so here's a prime example of like this floor, like I'm going to vacuum out there. Now this is Mike's mess. He's a sexy, chaotic man. I mean, he's not, but he's busy. So I'm sure that this would be super neat, but he's like, would you want to clean after 12 hours of driving? I sure the F wouldn't. So anyway, the fishies are fed. Give him my chess set too and my table. What the heck got on here? Huh. Well, whatever the case. So as you can see with certain things, I don't know if this really like this. I feel like I could probably at least pick up the Pokemon cards, but I feel like I should be. We should tell the kids this week, like, okay, gotta reorganize everything so we can at least vacuum and sweep in here without sucking up toys. But my whole thing that I'm trying to explain is he's probably got some kind of method to all this. And I don't want to move anything, which is why I told him, like, right off the gate, I'll start cleaning this, but I'm going to need the kids' help because I don't know where stuff goes. That's a cool playhouse. house. Anyway, and she's an artist. I really wish that I wasn't estranged with my daughter, because my daughter would get along with his daughter and probably be kind of a good mentor, young adult kind of influence. And she could probably teach her how to play World of Warcraft too. So anyway, and at some point, I'm going to talk to him about that. I was going to hang that in the kitchen, but it doesn't have any blues. But I was going to just maybe not keep that. But then I noticed all the greens in it. I was like, wait a minute. Mike probably might actually want that. That's how we replaced the tree that they cut down across the way. Anyway, I think I'm done. This is probably a really boring video, but it's just kind of showing you a little bit. I'm going to try to turn this. Well, actually, I'm going to stand. I'll do this so I can see myself. I'm not camera ready yet because I didn't shower. I'm doing, I'm doing the womanly roll thing or whatever. Yeah, what a terrible angle. But in any case, let me just flip this back around. In any case, I just wanted to kind of share a little bit of what I'm up to when I'm not doing stuff on the computer, or, well, actually, just for fun. I'm wearing my robe still, but whatever. I'll just step outside here. Oh, I wonder. Well, no, it ran for about an hour last night. Oh, hi, squirrel. Don't be sassy, squirrel. We got to keep your life saved. And if you're digging around the garden, you're going to get yourself in trouble. So we got to make a squirrel house. But anyway, oh no, the soil still looks damp. The sunflowers are doing amazing. Look at all these sunflowers. So I'm kind of useless with garden. Well, I mean, I could weed, but I typically don't have a lot of energy to do that sort of thing, especially when it's hot. But I am Cornholio. Anyway. Oh, is that a squash or a pumpkin? I don't know what's going on over there, but it's getting ready to do something. So is that looks like it's the sunflowers getting some seeds right away there. But yeah, so the other thing, sometimes I have weeded a little bit. Otherwise, when it's hooked up, if it needs watering, I'll do some watering or whatever. I had some bread that's getting kind of yuck, so I set it out. But nothing's actually eaten it yet. Oh, maybe it did. Throw it back away pretty soon. But anyway, that's the black walnut tree. That's another project that I was going to slowly start working on, is picking up all of these black walnut seeds and all the stuff that's like on the ground. And it's almost going to be like an entire fall long project, because I do it if I'm outside smoking a cigarette and it's cool enough. Then I'll sit down and I'll kind of pick whatever's in my area of sitting. But not that it matters, but like when I walk over here, because I like to take my smoke breaks back here because it's always shade and there's that coolness of the tree dome right here. But then there's all these things that they're kind of make the ground a little unsteady when you're stumbling over, these like, wow. So I wanted to slowly try to get them all picked up. It just takes me a while. I'm sure during the staycation, there'll probably be all kinds of stuff that'll get done, but I also want to make sure that he gets plenty of things that you would actually normally do on a vacation that isn't just housework and chores, right? Like fun stuff. I know he's planning a fishing trip. Hopefully he's planning 2 fishing trips. I don't know, because, well, maybe August, September. I want to go fishing too, but I'm going to need a license. But one of these times, I've told him about Pensackie Lake. We're going to go sometime. We've got to. Because I haven't been in that lake. I haven't been to that lake in a boat since I was a kid. And I think I was there a couple times as an adult, just wading in, pan fishing. But if you have a boat, then there's 3 lakes to that lake, and it's a really good lake for bass. Really good for bass. Anyway, So I close up these other windows now and get the air on. That is my video. 15 minutes of doing daily chore stuff and just rambling on and talking about life. I think my neighbor sometimes winklers at me. Ha ha ha. Anyway. It's good to be back here. It's really good to be back. Anyway. Peace, love, light, and kittens. I'll turn this around. I'm not camera ready, so I'm not going to show my face. But I will show my face when I look in the mirror and I say, ooh, that looks good. And then I'll be back on eventually. All right. Peace, love, light, and kittens.